Hi, this is Nikki, and I wanted to do this video for anybody who is a targeted individual. So the first thing I want to share is this light right here. They have them in the sporting goods, like camping section at Walmart, Target, those type of places. And the light has 3 different settings. So it has bright, it has super bright, and I usually use the blinking. And it takes 3 batteries, 3 AAA batteries, and put it in a Ziploc bag, and you can hide it in any personal area. And the blinking will go for about a day and a half, up to 3 days. It really just depends on your battery and how old they are or aren't. But I always keep it in a Ziploc bag so you can switch it out. But you can hide that in personal area to confuse any type of electronic pulse. The next thing are these. So these aren't lidocaine patches, but they're pain patches. So you get 3 packs of 20 packs in a box. It's about $6. And they're that size. And they work surprisingly well, but you need some type of medical skin tape to keep them on because they're not very sticky. And you can leave them on for about 8 hours, and I would say it probably takes about 8 patches to kind of release yourself from any pain, but you can keep them on for 8 hours. The problem is that they're not very sticky, so you do need a skin adhesive tape to kind of help keep them in place. All right, the next thing I want to show you is this. So I have 3 of these on my body right now. And what I usually do is, so I have these are emergency blankets. And back when all this craziness first started, that used to kind of stop any of the stuff they were doing to you. It doesn't anymore, but at the time it did. But from the old ones, because they really do wear out quick, I will cut like a square, crinkle it up, and put it into a Ziploc bag. And like I said, they sit between your skin and your clothing. Can you hear me? I'm so sorry. They sit between your skin and your clothing, and they can block some of the electronic magnetic pulse. And they also work for, if you have like back pain and that type of thing where you're out and about, because it's an emergency blanket and that's a plastic bag, it'll help keep the heat in as you're moving around. So they do work quite well, especially when I can't really access anything else. Like I said, I have 3 of them on me right now. These are silicone earplugs. They can help, block any pulse. They like to go through your nasal passages or in through your ear sometimes. And these are they're like gummy almost, and they just fit in there real soft. The other thing too I'm noticing is, like, I've been new agey for like 30 something years. And there's always the high frequency stuff is always been around. It's very interesting. It's very helpful, but it can also be used against you. And sometimes I hear the high pitched noises kind of coming from the apartment either below us or from next to us or even outside. And so this is a way to kind of block some of that. It only blocks about 80% of noise. So I can still put my headphones on if I put my headphones on loudly and still hear what they're talking about. So this just kind of been something I've noticed, and these work really great. It worries me a little bit because you see people flipping out. It can make you angry and you're not even realizing it. So make sure that you're paying attention to any weird, long occurring noises that you're hearing. So these are the best eye drops, the Refresh brand, but they're $17 and I can't really afford that. So just make sure you have some lubricating eye drops to kind of help. Milk of magnesia helps for the obvious reason, but the reason I'm suggesting it is so a serving of milk of magnesia is 1,200 milligrams of magnesium, and 500 milligrams of magnesium helps with muscle repair. So this is the cheapest way to buy it. Obviously, buying a bottle of magnesium pills is better. You only need about 500 a day, and that can kind of help with muscle repair. You can stay on a schedule with Aleve, which I feel like helps the best. But when that's not enough, you can add in a little bit of Excedrin here and there. The spray sunscreen is amazing because it also helps a little bit, and you can get in spots where are difficult to reach. Urinary, that helps a little bit too. If you're noticing that you're having any extra pain from that, you don't have to use it as a dose. It's just until any type of burning would stop. Cheap antibiotic ointment helps protect the area. And I think that's it for now. So the one thing I did want to kind of talk about with Oracle is, so there are reasons that I love Oracle cards over tarot cards. And of course, there goes my battery. And it has to do with the artwork. And the artwork is just, it's just something special. And it's not just with this deck. It's with all of them. There's so much more. There's so much more poetic. There's so much more thought through. And just beautiful as always. I'm going to read a card real quick because I'm not sure how close my battery is to being dead. And I have the Air of Fire card. Can you see that? From that deck. And the booklet says, an exciting new opportunity shows up in your life. Creative and inspiring career possibilities are coming into view. Now is the time to completely embrace new adventures that present themselves to you, so go for it. Innovative ideas should be enthusiastically pursued. This is a good time as any to take risks in order to follow your dreams. If you want to change your life, do it now. And the additional meaning with this card is starting a business, job offers or promotions, exciting new information, self-expression, and a fresh start. So those are all good things. This is also my Narcissist card. So in reverse, I see this as a narcissistic fire sign. Who just feels like he is the king of the world, I guess. He's also a coward, and he's also in hiding. And my first thought when I picked this card, because of the reason I was going to do this is the person behind all of this stuff we're going through. This is someone who is absolutely in love with himself, and he's forcing other people to live in a way that makes him okay with his shortcomings. And there are people who think they're his allies, but really he has many people who think he's his allies, because he probably has many different personalities. Like, do you see those 3 moons in the back? So in a narcissistic way, I take this as somebody who has several different personalities in a dangerous way. And then the last thing I wanted to end with, and that's usually where I read the scripture from, and I can't find it, but it says, I was asking some questions yesterday about people, and it was telling me the scripture where it says that Jesus does not know them. That even though they show up to church and they preach Christianity and they preach his name, that Jesus does not know him. And I meditated on that most of the day yesterday, because I thought that was really interesting. Thought that here you have people who are putting together one version of themselves when Jesus himself is saying, you don't represent me. I don't see my goodness, my likeness in you. You are not my child. And we have to be aware sometimes that that's a real thing in the world. You know, we don't always want to see it, especially when it's close to us. But all right, so I'm going to cut this short. God bless everybody. Just stay hopeful. Protect yourself. Right now, they always say a good offense is a good defense, but we're going to turn that inside out. It's like a good defense is the best offense right now. So protect yourself. And I will upload another video in a little bit. There's our Easter tree. A little cheesy, but it makes me happy. So God bless and have a good day.